got the desire, he's got the toughness, and he's got the enthusiasm, he's got the experience. 48 bouts for 41 wins, 28 of those have been by knockout. He will give us a show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your very own Lester Ellis.
Melbourne. Finally, the time has come. In the blue corner, weighing in at 75.8 kilos of pure pugilistic power, residing and representing Redfern, Sydney, boasting a professional record of 13 wins and 1 loss, 10 victories coming by way of knockout. A former Australian national champion, former 2-time regional champion. He is the current PABA super middleweight champion, standing at number 10 and soon to be champion of this world. The silky smooth, super quick, supremely confident Anthony, the man with the master plan, always in demand, Mundine! Boxer, no doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, your doctors tonight have been Peter Lewis and Michael Bronner. Your judges for this bout, Ignatius Vassilides, Anika Williams, and Andrew Campbell. And the man in the middle with these two, your referee, Malcolm Bulmer.
At times it can be overbearing, but when the talk is done, Anthony Mundine gets the job done more times than not.
Welcome to centering, gentlemen. Let's have a good, clean fight. Good luck to both your fighters. May the best man win. Shake hands now. Come out fighting at the bell. Good luck.
Well, the hype's over, mate. On July 3 of 2000, Anthony Mundine knocked out Gerard Zoss from New Zealand in his professional debut. 15 fights later, he stands face to face with a former world champion. He has more than the Vodafone Arena behind him tonight. He has a state behind him, Lester Ellis. The first 2 rounds are seen as the key to Ellis. It's showtime! Ring-savvy Ellis is not going to give Anthony Mundine 1 inch here. He will stand centre ring and ask him to bring it on.
Lester has to be in his face early.
Lester getting his first taste of the speed of Anthony Mundine. You can watch all the videotapes you like. It counts for nothing when you step inside the squared circle.
He picked that jab up well, Lester. The fast one that chopped through, and he picked it up well, Lester. Yeah, Lester doing nice. Painting.
Some ice inside the ring, it seemed. Lester slipped on that. The first offensive move goes to the Ellis camp.
Lester will be looking for his right hand. That's he's powerful with both hands, but he'll be looking for the right hand. He hasn't thrown one yet. That's what he's banking on, I can tell you. Is that right hand and also that left rib, Barry? Yeah, he's a vicious puncher with the left rib. They're saying, when your man fall to the knees through the left Ellis left rib.
Almost half distance in this the opening round. The featured main event. Anthony Mundine claiming of the use of the head from Lester Ellis.
I think he claimed the low blow, actually.
Did he?
Yeah.
In Lester Ellis's career, it is all in one in. Use whatever you can, Barry. And Lester Ellis has to live by that motto tonight.
Well, I'm sure he learned a few of those tricks from the man sitting to my left, Barry Michaels. Well, you know, I give myself a fair bit of credit, you know, for helping make the left of the fire he was for years. I haven't until he was about 18, you know, I used to take him through punches every week. Lester was hurt there.
Ellis was hurt.
He's hurt.
This is round number 1.
He's
There's
gone.
50 seconds remaining.
Mundine pulled off him then. He could have finished that fight then, I promise you.
There's a cut over the left eye of Lester Ellis, who looks in a whole lot of trouble with 40 seconds remaining.
He was shaken badly then, Lester, I'm telling you.
Well, let me tell you, Anthony Mundine could have gone in there and finished this guy off. Hopefully that does not come back to haunt him.
He carried him there. He did, I promise you. He pulled back.
You can see Ellis is down.
He's down. It's all over, mate. 25 seconds left. Forget it.
Ellis is down. He's receiving a count. We have 20 seconds remaining in round number 1. He's tasted the power of Anthony Mundine. He doesn't like the taste either.
10 seconds to go. Choc's going to, honestly, it could be over. It really could be over this round, but it's going to go beyond the first round.
It is going to go beyond the first round.
Lester bleeding from the left eye.
You saw Anthony Mundine, as soon as Ellis was hurt, he took his foot off the gas.
He did, he backed off.
He backed off.
He's trying to give the crowd a show. You know what, Andy, this is what I dreaded, mate.
Yep.
I figured this would be like this.
Look, Lester was looking good until he got hit.
Well, mate, what I said before, you know, in the intro before about resistance.
All in his face,
Sorry?
all in his face.
How do you feel, Lester?
Very good, Doc.
Yeah. Sorry? Can you remember the fight? How many rounds?
Getting asked if he remembers the fight from Dr. Peter Lewis, and that was the shot that cut and dazed Ellis from Anthony Mundine. And look, Mundine steps off the gas. He knows Ellis is in a world of hurt.
Seconds out, round 2.
And Ellis stands up. He will greet the bell for round number 2.
Hang on.
Will he last the 3-minute stanza?
Look, Anthony Mundine, too big, too strong, but you know, just from that first round.
Look, if this fight goes much longer, it's because Choc's going to let it, I reckon. Remember before the fight we're talking about resistance. When your resistance goes, and it doesn't get better.
Well, it's something you can't get back, that's for sure.
Mundine with the confidence we've become accustomed to seeing him exhibit.
But look, straight
Beautiful down below, finding a mark there, almost at will already. It took one punch and one punch only from Anthony Mundine to turn this fight full circle.
And he didn't even load it up.
No. Well, that's the thing. Well, if Anthony Mundine, he still doesn't want to take chances because Lester does have power.
He does.
Anything can happen.
We spoke about Lester being a world champion. That was a junior lightweight level. You look at these two men and physically, there are very few similarities, Barry.
Yeah, look, honestly, up to about welterweight, Lester was world class. I mean, we're talking about 10.5 stone to now we're talking 12 stone. It's a big difference. A very big difference.
Mundine with a little uppercut, giving Ellis another taste of what he has to offer, and a beautiful straight right from the man. Defeated once in his professional career. That was by German Spenotti for the title in Dortmund of last year.
Go punch. Yeah, let him free. Okay, watch back on it.
Yeah, Lester Ellis coming in with a nice, you know, some good shots there.
He's having a go, the Master Blaster.
Well, look,
Trying to get him up there and let him fly. A fight, a down-and-out fight will suit Ellis.
look, no matter what happens, Lester Ellis is still in this fight because he has got a puncher's chance. I don't care, look, yeah, Anthony Mundine had Lester Ellis in a whole heap of trouble in that first round. He could have probably taken him out.
Oh, nice shot. Found a way through the defences of Lester Ellis.
Look, good evasion from Lester Ellis.
Wouldn't it come back to haunt Choc if Lester land a big one and turn the fight around? Wouldn't it come back to haunt in that first round? Lester's come back well in the second quite often, and I've said this before on a lot of our bouts to the viewers. You can be hurt in the first round, your nervous system gets shocked, and then the same shot in the next
Does nothing.
does nothing. Lester was shaken in the first round for sure. He was hurt.
But he come back well in his second round.
Looking a lot better here.
We were calling it curtains after a couple of seconds of round number 2 with 10 remaining. We're going to see round number 3. Nice handiwork there from Mundine, doubling up with the left hand.
Left hook, left rip downstairs.
It seemed to have stunned Ellis a little bit. Mundine, though, round number 2, not as dominant as perhaps he would have liked, but he certainly dictated the tempo and the flow of the fight. You said about Lester in that opening round that the punch wasn't loaded up. It wasn't a big punch from Anthony Mundine. Lester Ellis has been hit harder than that before and stood up.
Well, as I said before the fight too, I mean, he used to have one of the greatest chins, Lester, up until the Calvin Grove fight. And, you know, I can't see that his resistance is going to get better from there on.
Yep. Lester's got to keep those gloves up, keep that pressure on. Keep Anthony Mundine backed up.
Keep his head down, mate. Yeah, keep him backed up.
Anthony Mundine looking for that super quick right uppercut. Has found success on so many occasions.
That's what you can't allow Anthony Mundine to do. Have space.
Oh, Mundine was hit and
a good left hook.
Good left hook. Tell you what, he took it well though.
He did take it very well, Anthony Mundine. And that really, Barry Michael, having covered Anthony's last couple of fights, that's the first time he's been hit of any punch with substance since Sven Ottke knocked him out in Germany.
I reckon you're right. It was a pearler of a left. I hope we caught that one in slow-mo. I'd like to have a look at that. It was a good left hook.
Good clean shot.
Anthony Mundine steps it up a pace a little bit. You can see a little more urgency in his game, Troy. If he did take the foot off the pedal in round number 1, it is back on.
He's definitely back on it, that's for sure.
Trying that over the hand right, over the jab. That's the one. That's where he's got most of the power left.
Ellis now coming under Mundine's right. He's against the ropes. Ellis is ducking and weaving and saying, bring it on.
Bleeding from beneath the eye now. Lester, he's cut above the eye, bleeding from beneath the eye.
Oh, Lester bent down to fix up his trunks and Mundine jumped.
Yeah, but Lester's still in there firing shots back. He missed with a wicked left hook in close.
With over a minute remaining in this, the third round, and there's a bit of trash talking going on too in centre ring. Anthony Mundine hit with a good left hand from the former world champion.
That's where Lester needs to be, in Anthony Mundine's face. He's
hurt. He's down.
Again, the temple shot.
He's got a minute left.
Keith Ellis has pulled it over.
It's over.
The dream is over for Lester Ellis, and Anthony Mundine rejoices.
Why are the crowd booing? What they want to see Lester get, badly hurt up there.
That was on top of the head, the back of the head. There's not much you can do about that.
Now a scrum inside the ring as followers and supporters and staff try to jump in to commiserate with Lester and to congratulate with Anthony. And again, it was a temple shot, Barry Michael. Did the damage on both occasions.
The crowd is booing. Someone just chucked up down here for Christ's sake. The crowd's booing, but what do they want to see? They want to see someone get killed up there or what?
I mean, look, Lester Ellis was doing his best, and he got caught with 3 or 4
and there's Rana inside the ring.
What's going to happen here?
We didn't hear Karam.
Keep your head down, mate.
Pierre Karam is inside the ring. A boxer of some note too. Karam has spent a lot of the time in the US, and Karam wants a little bit of the action. There are ways of doing it, and there are ways not to do it, and I think Pierre Karam has gone the wrong way about it. There's a line a mile long that want to get it on with Anthony Mundine.
Lester Ellis is major. Keith Ellis jumping into the ring. Wasn't stopped by the referee, was stopped by his daughter jumping into the ring, so please keep that in mind.
You can hear the boos echoing throughout the Vodafone arena here. They are not a happy camp. Security surrounds the ring. Lester Ellis is on his feet. Anthony Mundine. Another reasonably easy night at the office for the man. He was hit with a beautiful left hand, but his right hand proved too much for that man.
You know, I'm glad Keith stopped it. I really am glad Keith stopped it then, because it was going to be one-way traffic.
Pierre Karam now being escorted out of the arena by security.
Yeah, look, no matter what happens inside the ring, you really don't need to get that sort of stuff.
Let's head into the ring with Bill Fisher, who has Keith Ellis with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lester Ellis' manager, Keith. Keith, it's getting a little bit nasty here at the moment. Fans feel that the ref stopped the fight, but you dropped in. You thought Lester had had enough?
Oh, well, you know, I've got to take him home. You're better off stopping at, 50 punches too early than 1 too late. He's well out to go. All you asswipes are not taking the punches. So it's all right for you to boo. Come out up and jump up here. It's not easy. I've got to take him home. He's done his best. As far as I can see, you can all go and get...
Good luck. Keith. He did show a lot of nerve. He took a tough punch early in that first round. Was able to come back and showed a lot of courage to come back and stay for another couple.
I think, calm down, guys. We've had a good fight there. Come on, calm down. At least he jumped in, he had a dip. That's all you can do.
Fair enough. Lester, how do you feel now? Do you feel a bit better now?
Well, disappointed. He caught me with a couple of good shots. He's a fast fighter. Well prepared to go on. I think I could have given a lot harder fight than that. The key stopped the fight. I mean, he's my brother. What can I do? I can't scream and carry on. The damage is done. The fight was stopped. Mundine, he's a good puncher for super middleweight. I was enjoying the fight. He just caught me a couple of sharp shots. But I hope come back from the dead before. I think a few more rounds, if I warmed up a bit more. A couple more rounds, I could have came on a bit stronger.
Like I said to Keith, you showed a lot of courage here. You took a tough punch there midway through that first round, but you came back at it. You came back for another couple. You felt as though you could have gone. Did you want to keep going?
I want to keep going. I thought I was enjoying the fight. He's a fast reflex fighter. He caught me a couple of big shots. But no big deal. I've caught big shots before, and I could have kept going 100%.
Great courage to come out of retirement and fight tonight. Congratulations on the effort, Lester.
Thank you very much. And Anthony, he did give me a chance. He gave me a shot. I thank him for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lester Ellis, always a champion.
Well, some pretty ordinary scenes here at the Vodafone Arena as the crowd shows their disapproval of what happened, but Keith Ellis did sum it up in a very strange way of words, but it's a lot tougher inside the ring than it is outside. Easy to criticise from here.
Oh, look, most definitely. Everyone's a champion outside the ring. I mean, these guys are the ones in there doing it, and, Lester was hurt.
Okay, Lester was hurt, and the man that hurt him is standing by with Billy Fisher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man that won tonight showed a lot of tough punches out there. You really put on a class display tonight, Anthony.
Yeah, first I just want to say, let me tell you.
No.
It's all right. Listen, I just want to say, Lester was one of my heroes as a kid. I just really appreciate him, fighting me tonight. A lot of fighters dodged him in their day, and I just wanted to get the opportunity to say that, I was in there with a legend tonight. To the Melbourne public, I really want to thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the night. I want to come back here again to fight. All I can say, firstly, I want to thank God. I want to thank Alan Kim, Mr. Kim in Korea, a couple of my boys, Tarek Salak, Tony Sheen down here in Melbourne, and Eddie Maguire and the boys. But I just, I really felt good tonight, and I was a better man.
Coming down here to fight Lester Ellis, you're always going to be the underdog as far as the fans are concerned. He's a hero down here. They love him. You just saw the way they reacted to him when he came in. Did you really expect a different type of reception than you got here tonight?
I knew it was going to be a little bit hostile and probably against me, but, that's his hometown, so he deserves that. In his career, what he has achieved, he deserved every clap and every admiration that the fans gave him here tonight.
You nearly had him down in that first round. It looked pretty clear that you refrained from going on with it. Was that the situation?
I caught him with a good shot. Maybe, I just wanted to take my time and be patient tonight because, to be honest, he has got a deadly punch. Even though a lot of people, critics write him off, his punch was still strong tonight, and he got me with a couple, and I really had to keep my hands up and box properly.
Anthony, there hasn't been a lot of talk about what happens after this from you now. So can you tell us now, where do you go to now? Who's next? There's a lot of talk about who you should be fighting.
Well, it seems like, everyone wants to fight me these days, but
who do you want to fight?
I just want to get the world title. So anything that's going to help my progression to get there, that's what I want to do. And I'll probably go for another regional title after this, and eventually come back to Melbourne and try and attempt for my second world title.
Is that why you wanted this one to keep going tonight, to prove to the powers to be that you are a distance fighter, you can mix it for a long time, and that is the way it's going to give you some credibility to take on some more recognised fighters, some fighters who will help you get that world title?
Yeah, well, listen, coming into a fight, I knew that Lester Ellis was going to give me more experience. This guy's a seasoned veteran, and he knows how to fight, and he knows all the tricks of the trade.
Thank you very much. He gave me a chance. Thank you very much.
He knows all the tricks of the trade, and he really gave me a tough time early in the fight. I had to adjust to, adopt to his style, and I'm just happy with my performance tonight.
So have you got someone in mind though, Anthony? Is there someone you want to fight next? There's got to be someone you want to fight who you can turn around and say, hey, this is good enough now for a world title.
No, well, like I said, what's going to progress me to get my world title? I'm ranked number 10 in the world at the moment, so by the end of the year I want to be ranked number 1, and that's my goal, and then the year after I can go for the title. Danny Green? Well, I'd love to fight him, I'd like to fight all them guys, but... Ricky Thornberry? Yeah, it might come off, we're going to sit down and talk about it, and if the fans want something, then we can talk about it. Just one quick question. Took a while for you two to come out tonight. With a bit of gamesmanship at the back? I think Lester wanted to come in second, or I don't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. I was just in the dressing sheds warming up, and I was just trying to get ready for the fight, and all this commotion and stuff was going on. I didn't know what to think. I just wanted to come out and get ready for a good contest. Anthony, thanks a lot for tonight. Thanks for putting on a good show. All the best for the future. Thank you, and I probably could understand on the fans' point of view, but Keith did the best thing for his brother, and like I said, hopefully I can come back down here and win a world title in Melbourne, because to be honest, I really enjoyed fighting here tonight, and the crowd was great. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's a champion, Anthony, the man, Mundine.